Hi, welcome to SMAC's online video tutorials. In this tutorial we'll look at the categories in a bit more detail. The categories are very important on the site, so we need to look and see how we can better use them. We've got loads and loads of different options for setting up categories. So we look in setup, my listings setup, to see our options. So we've got categories here. We've got the tree view for categories. So if we go into our website here, we can see category tree. We've chosen to display our categories as in a tree view. Okay, so if we go in here, we can see we've got different ways of displaying our categories. Let's say we go into this one here, save, and we have a look and see now. If I go category tree, we can see now we've got our categories, but we need to have a layout assigned to that. Okay, so we've got different. I've set this up well to be the tree view. We've got also in our menu bar, we've got the categories. So we can see if I choose this one here, menu bar options, and let's have a look now. Now we've got all our categories here. So we've got each top level category. You can see the products. This one hasn't got any products. So that's a simple way of easily switching over to category and then the products within that category, and that will be displayed in your menu bar. Let's see what this one does. So this one now is a similar thing to the other one. Sports facilities. So that displays the subcategory. It's a bit. It can work, that one. This one always worked. This was a nice one here. And here we show the product count. Show how many products are in that category. We'll look at this in. This is the search results. So we've got a good lot of customization we can have with the categories. So let's look now and see how we've set up our categories. If we go into our website, we can see here, look, we've got a sidebar here. And this sidebar is somehow sourcing our reservations top level category and giving us these items here. But we could have another top level category and we would like to see those items. We could have 50 top level categories and we want to see the categories within that. So how do we do that? So we do that by going into our sidebar. This is actually a sidebar plus. We've got our sidebar and then sidebar plus. So here you can see it working now. So let's go into this page here. Go to sidebar. So this is how we've done that. So we've got reservations, and then we've got this little bit of code here that takes this number, and this number is relevant to the category ID. So what this does then is it renders all the categories in reservations. This number here is the top level category, so it's rendering all categories. So let's now go into our categories and we're going to render another category. Okay, so we're going to my categories and I'm going to take off last category because you don't need to see that. Okay, so we've now got two categories. So now I want to have in my sidebar, I want to see top level category with these two, much the same as reservations. So let's do that. So to do that, I need to know what this ID is. I can see this ID here, reservations. I can see it's this number here. 17368, or I can click on here and it will give me all the codes and numbers. I can turn that off. Okay, so now what we do, this is our number here we need to know, 17379. Okay, and now we're going to use that number, 17379, copy that, and then we're going to go back into our web pages in sidebar, and we're going to do the same again in here with our new code, and we're going to call that top level. I can't remember the number now. I think it was 17, and let's go back into here again, my categories, developer, 17379, 17379, so 17379, 17379, yeah, perfect. So now, because this is a sidebar, we need to rebuild our template shell. Click that to rebuild, and now we'll see the top level. So what we need to do here is we need 1, 2, 3. We need to assign a different number, widget 1, widget 2, widget 3. If we have the same number widget, it will not work. So if you've got 10 widgets, you've got maximum of 10. So you've got 10 different levels on there. So that should work now. Let's have a look. Yeah. So now we've got reservations. We've got everything in top level. Let's have a look. Nothing in there. Nothing in those. But you can see how nice and easy that was to put on here. Let's look at our advanced search. So we would like top level here rather than all. So how would we do that? It's exactly the same technique. This is called 17379, and we go into our web page and we go into advanced search. So you can see at the moment it's driving the home page is the ID, which is why we're seeing all. 17379. 17379. It's now going to form the drop down from that category. Okay, so let's have a look. All is now driving it from this subcategory. Subcategory number 2, not seeing anything in there. So you can see when you start adding categories, it's very, very easy to add them not only here, but in here. And this is very nice indeed, because this allows you to easily find products quickly. Also got items in here. We have got no items in top level categories, so it's showing 0. So let's go back in here again. So really, when you have a nice menu bar here, you don't really need to display the categories, because the categories are contained here. But maybe you might wish to display categories. So if we click on category tree, rather than seeing a tree, we actually see a box list of categories with a bit of text. Enter into this category. That's possible as well. So we would set that up in here, and we would choose one of these. You can see these containers contain HTML. Let's look at this container. So this only works when you click on categories. You can see now you've got different way of displaying your items in a table. But we could have them in 3 columns, let's say. Let's have a look at that. And my categories could be 3 columns, you can see now. But none of these categories have images. We can add an image. So let's go into our category clothes. So you can see our category clothes, category name, summary of the category. We've got an image, so I'm going to choose an image for this category. So I'm choosing now a item from my computer, which you're probably not seeing at the moment. And I'm looking for some clothes, which I haven't got. So I'm going to have to choose something different. I would choose, oh no, here we go, some clothes, jeans. And I'd like to make this square. Yeah, crop, it's already gone square for me. Perfect. There we go. So for this item now, I've got a picture in here. So let's now go back to look at my categories. And I can see my clothes category has a picture. And I'm seeing all the items in my clothes category. There we go. So you could have images for your categories as well. If I click that, if I wasn't in the admin, that would go directly to the categories. So that works really well. Let's jump back into clothes category, and also you can have the drop down, drag and drop. You can have a whole story about this category, and we drag and have even pictures, more pictures as well. Save. This is our clothes category. We've got the order, we've got all sorts of extra things we can have in there. So I think we've just about covered categories, and this gives you the idea of placeholders. We'll look into that in another video. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a bit complicated, but always good to go into some complicated things. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.